Hey everybody, MotoPoet59 here. A while back, I posted a video talking about COVID, and I think it was actually one of the vaccine videos. I can't remember, it doesn't make any difference. But I talked about how I didn't believe that the COVID virus was something that the Chinese unleashed on the West as a weapon. And I think I still believe that, but I wasn't sure that it even started in a lab at that time. I assumed that it was probably just another influenza virus that got out of hand, like the bird flu and the swine flu and this flu and that flu and the other flu. And I made my opinions about that known, but now it appears, from what I've been seeing in the news for the last few days, or the last few weeks actually, that there's a very, very good chance that this did originate in a Chinese lab. And there is a lot, and there are a lot of paper trails going back to the lab in Wuhan. The New York Post, who had the New York Post has deleted a whole era of articles pertaining to how it was proven that this wasn't a Wuhan lab issue and all. There were I don't know many. I don't know how many articles there were, but there were quite a few, and that was just the Post. That wasn't everybody, but the mainstream media outlets and social media and on television were almost all on board with the fact that this, not only did it not originate in Wuhan, China, but that Donald Trump somehow had something to do with it. And when he, as you remember, when he started to initiate the travel bans to China and import bans, he was called a racist and a xenophobe by his detractors, who went on to call him all kinds of other names and saying that he didn't do enough to try to stop things. Ridiculous. But anyway, I never have a problem admitting that I was wrong or mistaken about something, and it appears that I was mistaken about the origins of the COVID-19. And I was watching a clip piece that had a bunch of different, which showed a bunch of different people talking to President Trump about why he kept referring to it as the China flu and the Wuhan flu and the Kung flu and all that. And it was just always the classic one, was the one reporter. I don't know who she was. I don't care. And she said, "Why do you keep calling it the China flu?" And he said, "Because it started in China." The way he said China was funny. And I don't know. So if that is the case, and if these people, and I'm waiting to see how many Americans were actually complicit in this, because it's starting to sound like there have been some. And if that's so, I hope they get in a lot of trouble. If they're Democrats, I doubt if they will. They certainly won't, as long as Joe Biden, they certainly won't, as long as they certainly won't as long as the Democrats are running things, especially Biden, because he ain't running anything but his mouth. As with Obama, he is being handled by someone else, and they will decide whether or not these things come to the forefront, whether they're reported, or whether anyone is actually prosecuted or at least brought to light about, or is at least brought into the light about this. Scary stuff. Very disturbing news. And very disturbing news. What do you think? And very disturbing news. What do you think? Leave the comments below. Shoot me an email at motopoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. We'll see you all later.